CBS video games. I've got a great money-back offer for you. But first, watch this exciting competition in the CBS Video Games Challenge of Champions. Today's challengers, arcade aces, Tony Sarkis against Ray Johnson. The game, Wizard of Wor, new from CBS Video Games. The object, defeat the wizard, his henchmen, and your opponent. Tony hits one. He misses Ray. Ray fires at the wizard. Wizard zapped Tony. Ray Johnson wins. Wizard of Wor, new from CBS Video Games.
Are you up to the challenge?
You've seen how challenging Wizard of Wor is. Now we'll bet you money back that Wizard is tougher than you are. Buy it, and after 3 days, if you think otherwise, return it to your participating dealer with your receipt and get your money back. How can we make this money-back offer? Because we know how tough this game is. But maybe you're not up to the challenge.
Boom, boom, boom. How's it going, everybody? It's time for another great Mr. Poestyle video. And today, we're going to play Wizard of Wor. We're going to play Wizard of Wor 3 times at least. 3 times at least. We're going to play 2 versions for the Atari 2600. We're going to play the version for the Atari 5200, and if we can, we'll play it for the arcade on my Pandora box. I'm not sure if we'll get to that. I'm going to try, but yeah, Wizard of Wor, I believe 1980 version, release for the arcades. Maze game, shoot the guys, eventually the wizard will come out and he's everywhere, and you try to get him. But here we have from CBS Games, it says 1982 release here for your Atari 2600, and 1983 release for your Atari 5200. Love these big giant cards, especially the CBS ones for the 5200 with the rip handle right there, buddy. That's manly. Rip it out of there, mother fudger. Or there you have those two right there. Your gray cart, Wizard of Wor. It says, vaporize all Burr Wars, shoot every Gar War and Thor War, bullseye Warlock, beat the wizard, joystick ready, go! Use right controller for 1-player games. That's right, and you need to remember that. And the same is true for the 5200. It's the 2nd player port for these 2 games. Don't do it in the 1st player port, the normal one. It's not going to work. Not going to work. And I also have Champ games from 2019 right here. I just got this one. Now these ones I had, and since I had them, I wanted to do them all together. So I ordered this from Atari Age, and it's their newer version. And they call it Wizard of Wor Arcade for the Atari 2600. And this thing is absolutely beautiful. Even the cartridge and the artwork, everything they've done. Now, Champ Games does a lot of great, amazing stuff with older games, and usually falls under their arcade category. I just love the label art on this thing. You know, compared to CBS, is pretty plain back in the day, of course, comparison-wise. But the game itself looks so much better, plays so much better, is amazing, and you'll see in the gameplay. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. You'll see it here. And I didn't get the boxed copy, but I did get the instruction manual with it, and you see it's still sealed here. I haven't opened it yet, but there you go. And this works with the AtariVox, which is also available at Atari Age. Now, Champ Games sells the ROMs to their games. For the most part, you'll find the ROMs on the Champ Game website. You can download that if you play this on emulation, or you play it on a flashback that you can use an SD card. Well, not a flashback so much. If you play on emulator, yes, or Retron 77 SD card, you can do it that way. If you want the cartridge version, go to Atari Age. They sell Champ Games cartridges. And here is the instruction manual here, so we'll just open this up. You know, Atari Age always gives you the little stickers, Atari Age stickers. Let's see here, it's a very tight fit. There's your instruction manual. There's all the credits on the back. Full color manual, just beautiful. And it gives you all the story. I fear it's too late for myself and my crew. Blah, say blah. And they'll tell you everything. They tell you everything. It's just a scary, scary story. And you can play 2-player in these games if you'd like. And I don't have a second player to play with me here. But this one, like I said, uses the AtariVox, so it'll give you voice and from the arcade, which is really neat. So I do that. I will be doing that here in the gameplay so that you can hear the voice, which it's a little hard to hear what they say, but you'll hear the ha ha ha, him laughing at you and whatnot in it. Pretty cool. And you know, it uses a separate speaker, and so it won't be coming through your TV. I have a speaker hooked up to the AtariVox, so you'll hear that. And the AtariVox will also keep your high score, so I can enter my name, it'll keep the high score in there, and it'll keep it forever on there, which is something really cool we never had on 2600 games back in the day. So Atari Age, well, they sell it, and they have a list of compatible games, newer games that came out that use that. So Atari 2600 and 7800 games that are compatible with it are listed right there. I also have the brand new Popeye game that was just released. Still haven't received it yet. Ordered it when it came out. Will be coming soon, and that'll keep my high score on the new Popeye 7800 as well for the AtariVox. And there's many other games that I plan on getting now that I have the AtariVox for that, so you'll see that. And they also, I can't remember the name of it right now, it's escaping my mind. That AtariVox goes into the second player port. With the new Wizard of Wor arcade, 1-player game is used normally with the regular 1-player port, not with the second player port. So the left joystick controller port. The second player port is used for your AtariVox so that you can get the sound, the voice, and save your high scores. There is a 4-player type adapter you can get from Atari Age, so that you can still play 2-player and put your AtariVox in there as well and still get the sound out if you're playing with 2-player. So I'll put the picture up there. I can't remember the name of it right now. But you can also buy that, I believe, for $50 from them. Really cool, though. And you can also, with this version, is make your own mazes. So that's cool, too. Edit your own mazes. Put them right in the game. And it looks like it says right here, there's also, yeah, the maze editor is the black and white. Flip the color black and white switch on your, or the pause on the 7800. Well, on the title screen, this will display a blank maze and the current maze mode, arcade mazes or custom mazes. Move the joystick left to right to toggle between the two options. Select arcade mazes and press the button to play the game with only the mazes from the arcade version. Select custom mazes and press the button to play the, so it's really cool, you know. It tells you exactly how to build your mazes. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. High scores. Save key or AtariVox. Up to 5 high scores are saved for each skill level, current skill level, and game mode. To reset all scores for all levels, blah, 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 hold down the reset while powering on the game, so you can reset it at any time. And then they give you tips and tricks. And you'll see for yourself. It just looks amazing. Champ Games did an amazing job. And they have credits on the back. They did an amazing job with this for the 2600. It even blows away the 5200 version from back in the day, which they can do amazing things now, better than they could now with memory not being a problem now. But yeah, I mean, there's a big difference. And you'll see it here. And like I said, if I get a chance, if it's on my Pandora, I'll throw it in there. I'm not sure if I will before I'm able to get this uploaded, because I had a very busy weekend, and we're starting into the very busy work week once again. But Go to Champ Games if you want the ROM. Go to Atari Age if you want to get this amazing game physical version. There's all your regular pack-ins from Atari Age that you would expect to get from them. And then some, because here is a nice full color poster of the label art, the box art. And that is really sweet. I love it. If I had a place to hang it, like my game room, that would be really cool. Dave Dries, 2019. Really sweet. Okay, I've talked on long enough. A lot of you out there probably loved Wizard of Wor back in the day, so without further ado, here is the gameplay. Wizard of Wor for the Atari 2600 from back in 82, for the Atari 5200 from back in 83, and for the Atari 2600, the arcade version with the AtariVox. Sorry, I almost didn't pull that out here. Let's whip that out here for you. The AtariVox, it just plugs right in there. And there's a place to put your speaker cable out to your external speaker. And there's a little volume knob in there, deep inside. You can reach in there, or you can pull this apart if you want. And this can be used for your Vectrex too. There's different switches inside if you pull this apart, use for your Vectrex. But yeah, let's go to it. Let's get to it. Thank you. And here we go. And we'll play, and we'll get back to the wrap-up. Alright, Wizard of Wor, Atari 5200. Nice, nice, and nice. Get ready. Jerk. Well, that was dumb. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Ah! Ah! Sneaky, sneaky bastard! Jeez. Really? You're gonna do me like that? Game over already. Down here. Yeah. Ah! But I'm using a Pro Line controller with an adapter for the 5200, so 7800 controller probably wasn't the best choice. But that's what I'm going to use for the 2600 version too, so better get used to it. Alright, come on. Come to me. Come to me. No, don't come to me. How'd you do that? Lying bastards. No! 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 beep. It's on the radar. It's on the radar. Yeah. Watch the radar. It's a shame they didn't have the voice of the 5200 version. That's bullshit. I pushed the fire button, but nothing happened. Okay, I'm sticking with that excuse. Yikes. Oh, cheater. See the wizard. What do you think? Holy crap! Holy crap! Oh. Alright, well that was good enough. For 5200 I had enough problems there. Let's go to the original for the 2600, and then we'll do the new one for the 2600. How about that? Okay, and here we are, CBS Electronics original Wizard of Wor for the Atari 2600. Ooh, the flicker. The magic of flicker. You son of a butthole. That red tadpole killed me. Where is he at? Jerk. Oh, man. flicker.
There we go. Wizard! Yeah, boy. Oh. So he's running around with his wiener hanging out. Oof. That's crazy. There we go. Jeez. Alright, well I think that was long enough for the original 2600 version CBS game. Now let's get to the Champ Games, the newer, improved version, and also using the AtariVox for the arcade voice. Let's get to that. Excited to see that. Okay, we're going to try some of the new Wizard of Wor, newer Wizard of Wor for the Atari 2600 by Champ Game. And we have the AtariVox. So we'll be able to hear the arcade robotic voice over the speaker. Now that speaker, of course, is separate from what you hear from the gameplay sounds over the actual television. So hopefully it's not too loud or too soft here. Let's turn it on. get a game going. And let's listen to Mr. Roboto making fun of us.
AtariVox list. Ready. Time read the Wizard of Wor.
Well, he's definitely saying something to us. Nice title screen. Nice scoring screen. Looks good. And this AtariVox will also keep our high scores pretty much forever, which you couldn't do in the old days. Works for your Atari 2600 and Atari
The Wizard of Wor.
7800 games. Compatible game. So it looks really nice. The sprites are definitely different.
Your Wor and for Wor. The end is
That's the AtariVox. He's laughing at me. Can't really make out the other sounds. What he's calling me. I gotta use my radar here.
You never leave Wor alive.
Never leave there alive. Ha 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 ha.
Your Wor, go after them.
Now each of these versions you can play with a second player too, to help you out, or you can also kill the second player if you want to.
My creatures are radioactive.
Radioactive double score dungeon.
If you try any harder, you only reach with you.
Try to look at the radar, but they're all invisible. Oh, that was cheap. That was cheap, my friend. Where are you at?
A few more dungeons and you'll be a warlord.
My radar and I wasn't.
Your Wor and for Wor, become invisible.
Oh, he's behind me.
If you destroy my ladies, I'll pop you in the head.
Ha 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 ha.
If you get too powerful, I'll take care of you myself. You can start a new, but for now you are through.
But for now I am through. Ha 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 ha.
Very cool. Didn't get to see the wizard there, but see, now I can scroll through everything. Put my name in there. There we go. Pretty cool to be able to save your name and it'll always be there, right? And die instantly. On an Atari 2600 game. That record might have to stand for a while.
Lower and or lower, we can invisible. Lower, SD and anyone in ones. Lower and or lower, we can invisible.
Become invisible. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, laying waste to me. He got away.
You are in the young cancer, lower. If you get the power to lay a cake there at you might know.
So there you have it. That was Wizard of Wor for the Atari 5200 by CBS Electronics, for the 2600 by CBS Electronics, 1982, 1983. By Champ Games for the Atari 2600, their arcade version, along with the AtariVox. Pretty frickin' amazing. Had the sound a little hard, at least for me to make out, but still a really cool feature to have there. I was laughing, you know, and it keeps my high score. I could put that on there. You couldn't do that back in the day. So to me, that's pretty sweet. That is pretty amazing. That is awesome. Go to Atari Age, get your physical copy now. If you don't have original hardware to play it on, well, then go out there and play it, emulate it, play it on a Retron 77 SD card. Go to Champ Games themselves and download it, pay for, buy the ROM and play it that way. If you do it that way, you won't be able to use the AtariVox and get the cool voice and everything, but you'll have the sweet game because it looks and plays great. I mean, it's awesome. You saw it right there. Now, as I'm doing this wrap-up, I still am not, I'm editing this down the road, obviously. So what you do after the whole video is done. I'm not sure if I'll have the original arcade version from my Pandora box on here or not. I may have it slipped in there. So right now, no comment on that. It's the original, so you can't go wrong with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wasn't an original fan of this game simply because I didn't have any arcades nearby, and this is not something that I owned for my original Atari 2600 back in the day. Had I owned it, even without playing the arcade game, I think I would have thought, me and my brothers would have thought this was a pretty great game, because the CBS game is nothing to sneeze at. That is a great game for an Atari 2600 game back in the day. The 5200 game as well is a great game for back in the day. I have no problems with them at all. They're a lot of fun to play, so if you have them, yeah, play the heck out of them. They're fun games still to this day. But if you have a way to play it, emulate it, or play original, go for the Champ Games. Great stuff right there, I'm telling you. This is really, really cool. And, you know, the presentation here from Atari Age and Champ Games, when you buy the physical, and you get, you know, all the extras like the poster and everything from them. They did an awesome job with this. #1. You know, and I'm not one to say anything bad about a game here. I let the gameplay speak for itself. So To me, video gaming, it all depends on how you feel about the game. There might be something that you love that I didn't love so much, but you have great feelings for that game for one reason or another. Maybe it's because you shared that game with somebody that's not with us anymore and you had great memories of that game. Or, you know, you just thought it was a stellar game back in the day, and maybe somebody else doesn't feel that same way. Maybe there's a game that I really love and you think that game is garbage. It all depends on your memories, the feels that you get from that game. And that's what this channel is about. I love to hear your memories, what you think about a game, how it made you feel, how it still makes you feel when you see something like this come up again. Maybe you were searching for this game, you didn't know my channel, and maybe it brought back something from your past that made you smile or made you think of a buddy or family member that's not with you anymore. Don't mean to be a downer about it, but I mean, sometimes it just brings back really happy thoughts of times that were better for you or for me. Let me know in the comments down below. That's what I love, is bringing up conversation. Do you own the older games? Did you own the older games? Did you play them back in the day? Did you not play them until recent years? Or do you plan on buying them? Do you plan on trying the new one from Champ Games? Let me know down below. And thank you very much for joining me for another great Mr. Poestyle video. And I hope to see you on the next one. And I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, Nacho. Come here, Nacho. No biting. No bite. Ooh, no biting. Oh, Nacho, stop.